તાજા સમાચાર તમારી ભાષામાં મેળવવા માટે ડાઉનલોડ કરો ગુજરાતી મિડડેની એપ.
Italy is surely, I think, historically among our oldest links with Europe. In recent years, I would say Italy has also made a very major contribution to strengthening our cooperation with the European Union as a whole. The fact that the EU, the US, and India are today coordinating and cooperating very closely on technology matters is something which is very important to recognize. Italy is surely, I think, historically among our oldest links with Europe, and I will come to the connectivity and what, Senator, you call the Cotton Road, which in many ways is like a return of history. But in recent years, I would say Italy has also made a very major contribution to strengthening our cooperation with the European Union as a whole. We are, since 2021, in the midst of negotiating a set of agreements, the most important of which is a free trade agreement with the European Union. One on geographical indications, also on investment. Just this morning, I was reviewing where we were with my trade ministers. These are complex negotiations, and I think even by comparative standards of free trade agreements, I think the one with the European Union is generally regarded all over the world as the most I would say the one, perhaps the one of the highest standard, and therefore the greatest difficulty in negotiation. We also have last year set up a Trade and Technology Council with the European Union. The EU only has two of these councils, one with the United States and one with India. And the fact that the three of us, because we also have a similar forum with the US. The fact that the EU, the US, and India are today coordinating and cooperating very closely on technology matters is something which is very important to recognize. We see, very frankly, very difficult times ahead, very turbulent times ahead, and there are many reasons for this. If one takes just the last 5 years, I think the impact on the global economy certainly, but even on society of COVID has been very traumatic. There are still many countries and many societies which have not recovered from it. We have seen that progress in sustainable development goals in many countries has been rolled back. That many more countries today are facing financial, economic crisis. Debt is a very big problem. Trade has been very challenging. And on top of that, we've had the conflict in Ukraine. And that has affected, in a globalized world, it has affected every part of the world. It may be different. I know, in Europe, because the conflict is at your doorstep, in fact, in a way, right in Europe, this is in many ways the most intense and obviously the most affected part. But in even further regions, have seen today energy problems, food problems, fertilizer problems, inflation. All of this, in many cases, directly driven by what has come out of the Ukraine conflict.
સબસ્ક્રાઇબ કરો ગુજરાતી મિડડે. બેલ આઇકોન પર ક્લિક કરીને મેળવો તમામ વિડીયોના ડાયરેક્ટ નોટિફિકેશન.